here that starts at 100 megahertz and goes to 999 megahertz. Okay, and I've got a couple of markers on here that give me ability to say what frequency that is, what the notch depth is, stuff like that. So you can see now that I've got 3 of these markers that are just sitting basically at the 0 line. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my dummy load off. Okay. And what I have is just simply a piece of coax. Okay. You know, around, I don't know exactly. Do you have a tape measure, Mike? Yeah, oh, there it is right there. Let's just for grins see what length this is. It is, with the connectors and everything, right about 12 inches. Okay. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go ahead and hook that up to my analyzer. Now, one of the things that we see happen here is that we get some notches. Okay, so we've got some notches now that have showed up. We've got one here at 1. Okay, and that's at 158,790. Okay, and that's telling me that that would be a quarter wavelength at approximately 158 megs. Okay, now, right now it's an open stub, so it's quarter wavelength, open stub, open at this end. Get the ends over there. Okay, so we're open at this end, and we can see that we've got a quarter wavelength at approximately 158, 159 megahertz. Now, what happens when I close this, when I short this, watch what happens to my trace. Okay, now I've gone to the second harmonic, and you can see that now I'm on approximately 312 megahertz. But everything else is shifted above it. You can see that there's another notch clear up around 600, and there's another one up around 900. Okay, and so this is repeating its transformation. Every time it hits a frequency multiple, in this case it's a harmonic, second harmonic, it's going to have another notch. Okay, that's just really, really simple. So if I wanted a notch, say at 158 megahertz, then I'd need a piece of cable twice this length. And I'd short it, and what it would do, it would give me a notch on 158. Now, the other thing that I can do is, if I just have just a plain old piece of cable, wherever that went to. Oh, yes. It's just a random piece of cable that I had. Okay, this guy here, you can see it's shorter, and it's resonant around 249 megahertz. Okay, and now it's an open stub. And the other thing too is that if I wanted to tune that, here's my tuners. Okay. And now you notice that I've shifted my notch. Okay, I went from that 249 to 262. It's that simple to do a tune stub.